Hi, this is Karen Berka, host of Branson Radio Live. If this COVID thing is getting to you, I think I just might have the right antidote for you. I have decided to post my Branson Radio Live shows on YouTube for all of our loyal listeners and visitors that come to Branson from all over the world. I'm hoping these YouTube posts will bring you some joy while seeing your favorite entertainers again, with lively interviews and some music they'll perform for you, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So please enjoy the shows, but don't forget to comment in the comments section. Tell me what you like and who you would like to see. This is my way of just sharing Branson Radio Live with you, some of the old shows, and bringing in some new when the time is right, once we heal from all this COVID. And so when things get back to normal, until then, I'll keep posting updates on Branson. So please enjoy the shows, and God bless you. Stay safe and healthy until we meet again. Well, today is another day of a great archive show. It was recorded on July 22nd of 2009. Gary Welch was my co-host at that time, and he did come in to Branson every once in a while. He entertained all over in Texas and Ridgedale and everywhere, but he took the time to come in once in a while to play his banjo and tell some stories. So this show today is dedicated to Gary. We miss you and we love you, Gary.
It's happening here, coming through so loud and clear. Branson Radio Live, Branson Radio Live,
yeah. Hey, good afternoon from Branson, Missouri, from the Uptown Cafe. It's Branson Radio Live, a fun-filled hour and a half with our host, none other than Karen Berka, engaging with live interviews with Branson's own stars, right here at the Uptown Cafe. Also, our producer today is James Wilson, which is every time we're on, and also me, Gary Welch, your co-host, all right here from the Uptown Cafe. And it's free to the public. Just come on in, sit down, and have a good lunch here at the Uptown Cafe. You'll enjoy the food right here. Hey, let me bring you up on the guest this week. We have some good singers from this town, from Branson, Missouri. Lindsay Cooley and her sidekick, which I believe is her husband, Dusty Clark, excuse me. He was just telling me that. Alrighty, hey, then we have 6. You're going to enjoy these guys. We have Gina Kilbane, and she's #1 hits of the 60s. She'll be here today, and Karen will be interviewing her. All right, hey, come join us. We'll make your day right here live at the Uptown Cafe. We thank you for being here. Enjoy the show, and now here's your host, Karen Berka.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? And across the globe, it's nice to have you join Branson Radio Live. We have such a great show lineup for you today. We've got some individuals that are going to go overseas and sing to the veterans, and we're going to talk to Gina Kilborn here in just a little bit. And also, we've got the Group 6, who sing just a cappella with no music at all. They're their own bass, they're their own drums, there's their own horns. It's amazing the sound that comes out of these guys. You know, Branson, Missouri offers a unique combination of live entertainment and traditional family fun, and it's a great destination to come to and enjoy, just feeling like a kid again here in Branson, Missouri. And George Curlin is here this morning, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on in Branson. We've got Branson features such big names as Andy Williams, the Gatlin Brothers, Mickey Gilley, Jim Stafford, and Yakov Smirnoff. And tell us some more. You know, there's Dixie Stampede, Dolly Parton's Dixie Stampede. We've got a host of over 50 shows here in Branson.
Good afternoon, Karen. Yeah, I was downtown last night, and several people extend greetings to you. Rico was down there at his Hot Hits Theater, and I saw Mary at the Hallmark store, and they were expanding. And I had the opportunity to see Todd Oliver from the Silver Dollar Branson Bell, and he extends his greetings as well.
Wonderful.
So it was a fun time being down there. Coming up this Saturday, and we normally talk about what's going on at the Branson Landing, there's a group called Lost Highway. It's a bluegrass group, and they'll be performing a free concert at the center stage down at the Branson Landing. And we're commemorating a number of things this year in Branson. The Ball Knobbers are celebrating their 50th anniversary.
And I'm going to stop you there because, you know, I talked to Holly over there, and we're going to get them on in a couple of weeks. So we're going to share and help celebrate their 50th anniversary.
That'd be great. And recently, Jim Stafford, Mickey Gilley, and Soji Tabuchi, all three of them are celebrating their 20th anniversary. I tried to get an update on Mickey Gilley, but I got into dead ends as far as my context. Have you heard anything, Karen, recently of how Mickey Gilley, for those of you who are maybe listening for the first time, he was involved in an accident where he fell. He's in a good recovery. And
right, he had back surgery,
correct.
And they say he's recovering well. He went from Branson, Missouri. They flew him over to Houston to the hospital there in Texas. And the update, as far as I know, he's doing very well. He was up, actually, the day after the surgery walking around. So it sounds like things are on an uphill swing for him.
Okay, other things coming up again this Saturday, and it's too bad I'm missing so many things because I'm heading up north tomorrow morning, is out at Murder Rock, the area there for the new golf course and airport area. There's going to be a Jimmy Buffett concert on a large movie screen out there. So they're going to be planning a kind of a wild party out there. And coming in down the strip, I saw where the Grand Village Shops were celebrating Christmas in July. So several places are doing that, and that's a fun kind of thing. Also, I neglected to mention also something that's new down at the landing area is called White River Comedy Club. And that's usually a weekender kind of thing. And again, you can't miss it. That's where the cruise line is, and it's up on the second floor. And the comedian this coming weekend is Tammy Pasquinelli, and I heard she's been really great. Another thing, which again is just happening in the past few weeks, Yakov has now turned his theater to the Moscow Circus. And the locals around here, up until September 7th, would be able to get in at a very reduced price, and that's been pretty good. Also, again, as we say, there's so many things happening in Branson. The Roy Rogers Film Festival is happening, and there are special things going on at the museum down here by the where Celebration City used to be operating. And the last thing for campers and fisher people, the Army Corps of Engineers, think about this for a little later down the road. They're going to be waiving all the daytime fees from August 1st through the 9th at the boat launches and the swimming beaches. So come on over to Branson and have some fun during the day. Stop here for lunch and head out to see some shows in the evening.
You know, other than the shows, you know, we've got the Silver Dollar City. We've got an amusement, music and craft park themed in the late 1800s. Shepherd of the Hills outdoor plays. We've got all kinds of things going on here in Branson, Missouri. We have a lot of country music, yes, we do, but we also have big theater. We've got Peter Pan with Kathy Rigby here showcasing over at the Mansion Theater. So if you haven't been to Branson in a while, come on in and see us. And we're not that far away. Every road leads to Branson. And we'd like to say hello to our Uptown Cafe audience. Give yourselves a hand out there. A big pleasure to have you here today. We've got a great show lined up for you. And first of all, I want to bring Lindsay Cooley up to the stage, if I might. She has been an entertainer here in Branson, Missouri for quite some time now. She's been in many different shows. And hi there, how are you? And so, Lindsay, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me back.
Well, you are welcome. You were at the Colgate Country Showdown here, and you're performing where else?
Yes, we are performing at the Colgate Country Showdown. This is my sidekick, Karen, Dustin Clark. We're a duo for the Colgate Country Showdown. I'm not performing anywhere in town right now, but anybody wants to hire me, I'm available.
Well, you know, that's what Branson Radio Live does. We get the stars on. We've got 6 coming on, and I'm really going to enjoy them. I've seen their show, and they're hot.
I would love to do the guy's hair that's all crazy. Yeah, I put a little pink in that.
Yeah, it would look pretty good, wouldn't it? But, you know, here you are in Branson, Missouri. Now, where all have you performed?
Last year, I did the Freddie Hamilton show at the Mickey Gilley Theater. And that was fun, but short-lived. And also the 70s music show, and just filled in here and there for other entertainers.
Okay, and this gentleman, this sidekick you got over here, again, his name is Dustin?
Dustin Clark.
Okay, and how did you find him?
Some friends of ours out of St. Louis actually introduced us for the Colgate Country Showdown and told us that we would sing well together. And I thought, well, send him on down to Branson. So we got together, and here we are.
So a little history on you we've done, but let's do a little history on Dustin. Now, what's your claim to fame here?
Well, I'm just trying to be a songwriter pretty much. I live up in High Ridge, so I'm a few hours from here. Like you said, we met through family, and we got together, and things are going good so far. So
what's your musical background?
I just pretty much grew up loving music. Picked up the guitar, started trying to write music, and it's just been working for me. I got an uncle that lives in Nashville. It's actually a hit songwriter. So I'm trying to follow in his footsteps, and I've had 2 songs on CMT's Music City Madness, which is a pretty big competition every year. They pick top 64 out of thousands of people across the United States, and past 2 years in a row I've made it in there. So.
Well, good for you. Isn't that great, ladies and gentlemen? That's awesome. And here you are. You think this is a nice combination? Is it going well so far?
Yes, we get along great.
So what songs have you got planned for us today?
We're going to do I Run to You by Lady Antebellum first, and I think we're going to do a Gunpowder and Lead by Miranda Lambert.
All right, take it away.
Thanks,
Lindsay
Karen.
Cooley and Dustin Clark.
I run from hate, I run from prejudice, I run from pessimist, but I run too late.
I run my life, or is it running me? Run from my past. I run too fast, or too slow it seems.
When lies become the truth, that's when I run to you. This world keeps spinning faster into a new disaster, so I run to you, I run to you, baby. When it all starts coming undone, baby, you're the only one I run to. I run to you. We run on fumes. Your life and mine, like the sands of time, slipping right on through. Our love's the only truth. That's why I run to you. This world keeps spinning faster to a new disaster, so I run to you, I run to you, baby. When it all starts coming undone, baby, you're the only one I run to. I run to you. Oh, oh,
Oh, I run to you.
this world keeps spinning faster to a new disaster, so I run to you, I run to you, baby. When it all starts coming undone, baby, you're the only one I run to. I run to you, I run to you, yeah. Oh, oh,
Oh, I run to you.
I run to you, girl. Whoa, whoa. This world keeps spinning faster into a new disaster, so I run to you, I
run to you, baby.
Lindsay Cooley and Dustin. Now, you bill yourselves as distant strangers, is that right?
That's right, because we are distant. You know, he's in St. Louis and I'm in Branson, and we met up and came with the name Distant Strangers. So,
now, what is this Colgate competition going to mean to you?
the Colgate competition is a very serious competition. It's well known worldwide. Garth Brooks got his start at the Colgate Country Showdown. Martina McBride, Leanne Rimes. So it's pretty big to us. It starts local, so that's great at your local radio stations, and it goes to the nationals in Nashville. So
what's the grand prize?
$100,000 and a recording contract.
That's worth a ton of rehearsals, isn't it?
Yes.
What other song do you have under Distant Strangers?
This is a fun one we'd like to do. It's got a little attitude to it called Gunpowder and Lead.
On Branson Radio Live.
Yes, Mr. Nice Guy. Well, this fist is big, but my gun's bigger. She'll find out when I pull the trigger. I'm going home, gonna load my shotgun, wait by the door, light a cigarette. He wants a power, well now he's got one, and he ain't seen me crazy yet. Slapped my face and shook me like a rag. Now don't that sound like a real man? I'm gonna show him what a little girl's made of. Gunpowder and lead. Gunpowder and lead.
Distant Strangers, how about that?
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Hey, I gotta say hi, Mom.
Okay, you do that. Now tell us where we can find you, any numbers we can call, and songwriters who are interested. You know, we got all over the globe people are listening. And so what would you say to them?
You can check my songs out at myspace.com/Dustin Clark STL. Country Bound's on there. She drives a bigger truck than me. American Farm Boy. They're all on there, so check them out. One of my favorites is Take the Comfort Out of Southern Comforts. It's a slow, sad one, so check that one out, too.
And what do you got to say for yourself, Lindsay?
Just look forward to seeing us through the Colgate Country competitions. Hopefully we're coming to a city near you.
We're going to try to get a site together for us. We haven't, got time to do it, but I think we'll get working on that this week. So.
Well, it does. It takes time to market yourselves. And here you are, Lindsay. You're a hairdresser over here in Hollister. So tell our audience if they need a new dude. Ladies, listen up. She's a beautician, too. Where can they find you?
Yes, you can find me in Hollister, located on Business Highway 65. It's called Take One Hair Studio, and just ask for Lindsay Cooley.
And do you have CDs for sale here?
I do. CDs are $10 right back there by Gary, the handsome man in the cowboy hat.
Okay, and thanks for joining us today, Distant
Thanks,
Strangers.
Gary.
You bet. Give them a nice round of applause. Up next, we've got a group of 6 brothers. They come from a family of 10 boys, if you can believe that. And they're a group called 6. And after we recognize our sponsors, we're going to get them up on our stage to entertain you at Branson Radio Live. I'm Karen Berka, your host, and James Wilson, take it away.
First, we would like to thank the good owners of Jackie B. Good's Uptown Cafe, David Good and his wife Carol, for giving us the opportunity to bring this show to the world live from Jackie B. Good's Uptown Cafe here on Highway 165 in Branson, Missouri. Stop by Jackie B. Good's Uptown Cafe when you're in town. You'll be glad you did. We also want to give special thanks to Best Buy. Without them, we couldn't bring Branson's wonderful talent to the world. They have been gracious enough to see that we have everything we need to bring this show to you, and we are most grateful to them. And now back to our host, Karen Berka.
Oh, thanks, James, so much. Well, I've got one of the representatives of 6 up here, and the rest of them are going to come sailing through here in just a minute. We're going to introduce them one by one. And who have we got with us today?
We have Jack with us today.
Jack. And so you are with a group called 6.
Yes.
And you're all brothers.
All brothers.
My goodness sakes. How did you know you had the musical ability?
When we were little kids, we'd run around the house making up songs, making up harmony. I think our dad kind of picked up on that. And his sister gave him a book about the Osmonds, so he got to thinking maybe he could make some money.
You suppose? I should have tried that with my kids.
Yeah. I don't know. He's still waiting. No, I'm just kidding.
Now, yeah, good afternoon. I'm fine. And who have we got here?
All right.
My name is Owen. I'm the 5th brother in the group.
And Owen's our drummer.
He's your drummer. You know, we're going to get into that. And over here, you've got another brother from the same mother, by the way.
How you doing? Same mother, yeah. That's Barry. He's the oldest.
Yeah. Okay. I wish you had name tags on. There's so many of you. You got some sitting over here. Who have we got over here?
Hi, I'm Curtis. I'm the youngest.
All right.
I sing the high parts, first tenor.
All right. And?
Hi, I'm Lynn. I'm the third oldest in this group.
And what part do you play?
I sing just about everything.
Just about everything. Well, let's all have a sit down and grab a microphone there if you would. And we'll talk to Six here and see what all's going on with them for a little bit. And then we're going to have them get up and sing a couple of numbers for you. And have you got enough room there?
Yeah, sure. We're brothers. We're cozy.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, well, we can use that too.
Yeah.
Now, who is the oldest of the group?
Barry is the oldest.
That'd be me, and I also sing a lot of the high parts.
But it doesn't sound like it when you talk.
No, it doesn't.
It's still morning for Barry.
It's still morning.
Yeah.
Don't you appreciate Six coming on Branson Radio Live today and sharing their talent at the Uptown Cafe and to those across the globe? It's really great to have you here. Now, as the oldest, is there a pecking order? Do you have to listen to him, or do you all just come into agreement together?
Pecking order starts right here.
It starts where?
Oh, yeah.
This is a democracy, so being oldest doesn't give you anything in this one.
Yeah,
So let's go one by one. Now, you were going to say something. What were you going to say?
I said everything is always decided by a 4-2 majority vote.
Oh, okay.
So if it's a 3-3, then nothing happens.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Now let's go with the oldest here, and he sings high and he does sing low too, doesn't he?
Yeah, occasionally I will fill in for Jack, our bass, and even fill in for Owen on drums on a couple of songs when they have to do the lead vocal.
Yeah.
Now, what's so interesting?
When we say drums, we're talking about using our mouths to do the drums.
Do you want to explain Six to me?
No.
Why don't you
Is it hard to explain Six
just
to me?
show her. Just show her.
All right. You can get up and dance.
And I would say that's kind of the backbone of the group right there, isn't it?
Yeah, Owen provides the main crux of the rhythm section, and I supplement that with the bass, and then you've got the 4 harmony parts.
And that's the rhythm section. Yeah, bass and drums.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's go with each individual one, what they do, and let's hear a little bits and pieces of it, and then we'll have to get up and sing a song. How about that?
Well, all right. My name's Jack. I do the bass, and I don't know.
You add drums to that.
Yeah, baby.
Amazing. Now I gotta say, you've got the other brother over here, and he's singing high and low. So the oldest brother, yeah.
Now, I'd love to give you a demo, but here's a question we get asked.
Okay.
What do you guys do when one of you gets sick?
Yeah.
Frankly, I'm sick. We keep singing. Unfortunately, I've got to save my voice for tonight's show, and I didn't realize that we were actually going to be doing a bunch of singing here, which I'm cool with, so I didn't bother to vocalize much this morning. So
yeah.
If I was to sing at this point, we wouldn't have anything left for tonight.
I understand.
Yeah, I hope you understand on that.
Owen, what Barry does a lot is he has a really cool horn sound that he does in the show. Come and see the show. You'll find out what that's all about. We all take a little bit of time during the first part of the show to kind of showcase what each of us can do with different sounds. But the show, for the most part, it's pretty straightforward music. You got a rhythm section, great harmony, strong lead vocal, mixed in with a lot of high energy dancing. And we're not really dancers. We do a lot of movement, though. And a lot of jokes.
Yes, and that's important. What's some of the jokes that you like to share with your audiences?
Well,
come to the show.
If we share it with you now, why would you want to come later?
Well, just a little tidbit,
I don't know. Gosh, that's a great question. What are
they're mostly just brotherly antics, and if we were to try and do them now here, it'd kind of be out of context and wouldn't be as funny.
I have a joke.
Yeah.
He's got one.
I'm a singer, but I really wanted to go into photography. But I just couldn't picture myself doing it.
Well, that's all right. Now, I want you, if you would, introduce your brothers and the parts that they play, and maybe we can just get a little bit of what you do, too, okay? All right.
Well, that's Lynn right there. He's the third oldest in the family, and he's third oldest in the group as well. He does a lot of the leads. He does a lot of our vocal impressions. Does a great Tom Jones.
He does
great Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, yeah.
He's got a real powerful voice. More like he's the crooner of the group, I guess.
And you? What part do you play?
I'm the cute one.
Yeah, he's just a smart aleck.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I sing first tenor, I sing some leads, I sing some high vocals.
Flirts with the ladies.
And as a group, you sound tremendous.
Try to swoon the ladies.
He sings first, second, and third tenor.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, how did you all decide what parts you were going to play? I mean, or sing?
I don't know that it was a decision. It's kind of what each person morphed into. When we first started out, our dad, when we were little, our dad, taught us parts. Barry sang the bass because he was the oldest.
I was the only one with a
semi-changed
voice. Yeah, we were young.
And then I don't know. When my voice dropped, it became the lowest voice, so I just became the bass.
So it just kind of
it's just evolved over the years.
Whatever that is.
Got into our grooves.
Yeah, and actually, my voice actually never dropped. So
yeah, Curtis is still waiting for his voice to change.
Well,
and so are we.
So as a group, when you decided to really go out professionally and do your show, what ages were you then?
Late teens, early 20s. That's when we made the sound business decision of going out to Los Angeles and start singing on the streets.
I can't tell. He's got his eyes covered with glasses. I can't tell if he's telling me the truth. I'm a real guppy.
Oh, he is.
That's true.
Because it's still morning. I can't. These things don't come off yet.
No. We were in a beat-up old 1964 F100 short bed white pickup truck. Beat up. Had a super hot rod engine in it, and that's why we had it. But we drove all the way from Phoenix out to California, spent probably a couple of $100 on gas because it got 3 miles to the gallon. And we tried living with one of the brothers, the one that's not here, and his newly married wife. She said, "I ain't having it in this one-bedroom apartment. You guys get out of here." So we spent a few days sleeping in the pickup truck.
Park and ride.
Did you write any songs in that pickup truck?
No.
We spent our time getting the little red bugs off of us.
Yeah, that was so.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you knew that you wanted to sing, and you were all in agreement about that. So it's just, where do you start? How do you begin? So one of your first big gigs, what was it? Who recognized you first that brought you into...
Well, probably Disneyland, Blast of the Past. That was probably the first major gig. The gig that, we started singing on the streets and passing out our business cards and started doing the Hollywood party circuit. We got into a movie with Carl Weathers and Vanity called Action Jackson. 4 white guys singing in a ghetto, street singing. I don't know why the producer wanted to do that. He does weird things. But it was just a spur-of-the-moment thing. We were singing at a birthday party that he was at, and so that came, and then that spawned, we did Arnold Schwarzenegger's birthday party, and that was a lot of fun. We showed up in a Celica with smoke blowing out the back. They had valet parking. And
real stars.
One of us was supposed to go get a rental, and we dropped the ball on that one. Nobody ever got the rental car. That would have been a good call, a good sound, a business decision, but we didn't do that. So we had to sit there with Milton Berle laughing at us when our car pulled up.
Little ugly duckling hanging out with Ferraris and Bentleys and stuff like that.
No, he was cool about it, though. He said, "You'll look back on this and laugh someday." So that's what we're doing now.
Are you still friends today? Do you communicate with him?
Well, if we did seances, I guess we could. But
you never know.
Thank you. Thanks for listening out there.
There's a joke for you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Milton, wherever you are.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
He was a brilliant comedian.
We told Arnold, "We'll be back."
Yeah, we'll be back.
Well, I actually was in reference to Arnold, but that's that's pretty good. So now you've toured all over, okay, and you've also performed with the Beach Boys. Is that right?
Yes.
What was
a
that
couple of different
experience like
times.
for you?
Great group there. I think one of them hit on Lynn's wife. That was fun.
Is that true?
No.
They were like newlyweds.
They were new. Who was newlyweds?
Lynn.
Oh, Lynn and Tish. That's right. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, we've had a lot of we've been able to work with a lot of great people, performed in a lot of great places, and
now the Beach Boys, as far as, and they're a great harmony group too.
Yeah.
And here they hear you, and that's quite a deal to be, entertained with them too, and to get that recognition there.
Yeah, the harmony they sing. Once you break it down and start trying to do it, I realize why so few people now do it. It is really difficult stuff to sing.
Yeah. It is.
We love the Beach
hard.
Boys. We actually do several of their songs in our show, and
yeah,
it's one of our favorite things that we do. Oh,
thank you.
Thank you, Aunt Bessie. Thank you.
There you go. And what other?
Thank you. We'll pay you later.
Yes.
Thank you. You guys are great.
What other types of music do you do in the show?
Folks.
We do some Motown.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
You do Motown music?
Yeah,
do a lot of Motown.
Elvis,
Yeah.
We do some Frankie Valli, and we do.
Now, I know he's not feeling well, but is there a little sampling of something that you could do?
We could pull off something.
Perhaps. And because I know the audience would love to hear you and come and see you. See, they're still making their decisions where they want to go.
Yeah.
So would you like to hear Six perform, everybody? All right.
I'm actually going to do drums on this one.
Okay. All right.
All right. Branson Radio Live, the group Six performing here in Branson, Missouri.
You ready?
Dum 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 be doo be dum 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 be doo be dum 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 be doo be dum 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 be doo be dum. Well, I love you, darling. Come and go with me, come go with me, way beyond the sea. I need you, darling. So come go with me. Come into my town, darling. We will never die. So come go with me. Well, you yes, I need you. Yes, I really need you. Please say, baby, baby. You never give me a chance. Oh, come into my heart. Tell me, darling, we will never part. I need you, darling. So come go with me. Come go with me. Come go with me. Come go with me. Wow, 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 wow. Never give me a chance.
I'm going to tell you, now that's all with no instruments at all. Who decided who was going to do what as far as drums?
But just now, I don't know if that happened about 2 seconds before we sang.
I actually switched at the very end of the song. I switched back to drums.
Did you catch that?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, gee, that's incredible. Now when you first started the group, though, who decided who was going to be what and who was going to do what?
What's that?
Our dad did.
Yeah, our dad did.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So your dad helped...
Oh, yeah, we were young. He said, boys, summer vacation is not going to happen for you this year. We're going to learn to sing.
And we were excited.
Really?
Yeah. That was good
After a
times.
few years, it became a thing that we eventually grabbed onto. But I think if you had left it up to any one of us without our father's influence, we probably wouldn't be doing this now.
And you really enjoy what you do. It shows, doesn't it, audience, that they really enjoy what they do.
We are very grateful to him, though.
Yeah.
Because he gave us something fun. We can do it on stage. And
Now, y'all
great
have
time.
families. How many are married now?
All of us, not to each other, of course, but that was one of those jokes.
I
folks.
liked it.
I don't have time to explain them. No, we're all married. We all have families. Kevin, I think, has the most kids. He has 5 kids.
We got 19 kids between the 6 of us.
And Owen Owen has the least. He has 1 boy. Alex.
He doesn't talk much. He just sings, right?
Yeah, he just sings.
So 19 kids between all of you, huh? And are anybody singing in that mix?
Here and there. Yeah.
Actually, Kevin's oldest, Tyler, he's 22. He likes to write music. He plays guitar. He likes to sing. And he actually runs our audio at our show for us. He's quite talented. And then his daughter likes to sing. And then his younger son has a real strong voice. And him and his brother, they're trying to put a band together right now. You know, it's pretty fun to watch.
Well, you know, all of you here are at the Hughes Brothers Theater right now. And how did you wind up here in Branson, Missouri?
Wow, that's a long story. Well, we were in Vegas before for 3 years, and Lynn came out here on vacation. Decided to go see the Hughes brothers, who were brothers like us. He was kind of intrigued. Got to talking to them. They kind of said, "Hey, you guys should come play in our theater." And so, you know, kind of flippantly throwing that out, and here we are.
And so how long have you been here?
This is our 3rd season.
Your 3rd season. Yes. Now, you must like Branson, Missouri. You found great places to live
Absolutely
now.
Love it.
What do you like most about Branson?
I just like the fact that you can go places and people don't steal things out of your car.
Even when it's locked with the alarm on.
Yeah. Like right now, it's unlocked with the sunroof open, and who cares?
That's great. That's great. Now, I want to ask you, I always ask a lot of my guests, what's one of the most embarrassing moments that you've had when you've appeared on stage?
Probably Fly being down.
That would be it.
That's at the top of the list.
That's the top of the list.
What about your performance, though, when you get up? Now, like you said, you know, you get parts. Is that how you do that?
Sometimes we do, yeah.
Sometimes, or we'll just have to switch a song.
Sometimes it's just unavoidable. You've got to do your part no matter what, so you just have to take it easy the entire day, vocalize very lightly, and see what you can do to warm up your voice and take care of with a few remedies and stuff like that.
So what's on the horizon for all of you for 6? I mean, what is your goal, your ultimate goal?
Well, we're loving Branson. We're having fun playing here. We're just trying to make the most of being here and playing here, and we're having a great time doing it.
Yeah, we're fine. We're happy with where we're at as far as playing here in Branson. I personally don't feel the need to go play anywhere else. We went to Atlantic City last year for 10 weeks. That was fun, but I don't think I would enjoy living there as much as I love living here. There's just a lot of intangibles here with you raising a family that you just don't get in other places. And there's a lot of great places, don't get me wrong. I don't want to down-talk any other place, but, you know, this is an amazing place to live. It really is.
Yeah,
really
all you guys out there, you should move here to Branson.
Yes.
To have you here.
Well, as far as having any ultimate goal, maybe towards superstardom, that's never really been a desire of ours, probably because of the way we were raised by 2 good parents who planted some good morals and good Christian values in us, and being superstars has just never been a priority for us. Our desire is to provide for our families, and this just happens to be a wonderful vehicle for us to have fun doing it.
Well, that's wonderful. Isn't that great to hear? And we're blessed to have you here in Branson, Missouri. I'll say that.
Thank
Your
you.
show is fantastic.
Thank you.
And, you know, here you are, and you're not planning on going anywhere anytime too soon. How can audiences get a hold of you? You know, give your email address, your phone numbers.
Well, our website is the6show.com. We have Facebook and MySpace links on the website if you're interested in going to our pages there as well. That's a good way to get a hold of us. Some of us are on Facebook, and I'm usually cool about adding friends, so I have 2,000 of them.
I bet you got a fan club. That's what I'll bet.
That's cool. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the best way to get a hold of us. You know, during the off season, we do go out and do a few road dates. I think this next off season in January we'll be down in Arkansas in the Hot Springs Village area, Little Rock area, doing some stuff, and then possibly the next year we'll be out in Arizona, Southern California, doing some stuff. So
you do travel around, and you've got a new CD out, don't you?
We got a new DVD coming out in the next few weeks.
Yeah, DVD.
And a CD following that. It's just the live CD of the show we currently do.
In a given rehearsal, what is rehearsal like for you guys?
It depends on what kind of moods we're in.
Yeah.
Now, when you're installing the show, that's when most of the rehearsal is going in. Every year we change it up a little bit, so you have to install new things and change the order of stuff around and acclimate. So, yeah, there's a lot of rehearsal. In that mode, we're usually rehearsing every day for 3 to 5 hours a day. But once the show is set, it's a 2-hour show, and it's all vocal. There's nothing there to hide you. There's nothing there to give you a break. So during the whole season, it's just best to take it easy once the show's and if something starts getting out of whack, we'll have to address it.
Fix
but But pretty much it's on autopilot right now.
How do you decide on the songs that you do?
Through argument and prayer.
So you all come up with a different suggestion, and then you vote 4 to whatever, right?
Yeah, it's the 4 against 2.
It usually works out pretty good.
It usually does.
I mean, we don't really have that much friction about what songs we choose. I mean, we all agree.
I'm
well
trying to get us to learn.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, too, our music tastes are kind of the same.
Yeah. And so Mom and Dad, do they live here now? Or?
Well, our dad does. Our mother, unfortunately, we lost our mother to cancer in 1992.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay. She did her job well enough. She got to go home early. And that's the way we look at it. She's a terrific mom. But, yeah, our dad lives here now, and it's great to have him out here. Because this is where most of the family, we do have 4 younger brothers, and they're back in Colorado, but this is where most of the family is, so it's nice to have them out here.
And no sisters in the family?
No sisters. They tried. They tried very hard. But,
she would certainly be outnumbered if so.
Yeah, she would be.
So if you could do a little tidbit, just a little sampling of another song that you do, and we would just want to thank you so much for being on Branson Radio Live. And 6, one more time, appearing at the Hughes Theater here, Hughes Brothers Theater in Branson, Missouri on the 76th Strip. Get your hands together.
Oh, it's so easy to fall in love. It's so easy to fall in love. People tell me love's for fools, so here I go breaking all of the rules. 'Cause it's so easy. Oh, so doggone easy. Oh, it's so easy. Where you're concerned, my heart is so easy to fall in love. It's so easy to fall in love. Look into your heart and see what your love can save apart for me. 'Cause it's so easy. Oh, so doggone easy. Oh, it's so easy. Oh, where you're concerned, my heart is love. It's so easy to fall in 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 love.
That's 6, ladies and gentlemen. Now, do you want to? Who wants to be the mouthpiece to say, "Come see us at the Hughes Brothers Theater"? And your times, your show time.
Come see us at the Hughes American Family Theater. Our schedule is as follows: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 8 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2 p.m. Thank you so much, folks.
6, everybody. And Doug, thank you so much for having him on the Uptown Cafe, and thank you, guys.
Hey, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure meeting you.
Yes.
All right, we're Branson Radio Live here at the Uptown Cafe. We'd like to get a picture with you guys if I could.
Okay.
And we'll break for our sponsors. Best Buy is Branson Radio Live's major sponsor. Best Buy, a global family of brands, an industry leader with more than 40 years of history, but that's not really what Best Buy is about.
Best Buy is about people just like you. And yeah, we know every company says they're about people, but Best Buy really means it. And we know from firsthand experience by the equipment that they provided so we can stream Branson Radio Live to you. Offering a world of electronic products, you can find everything you need for home, business, and more at Best Buy in Branson, Missouri. So be sure and check out Best Buy on our website, BransonRadioLive.com, and here in Branson at 977 Branson Hills Parkway, Branson, Missouri. You can call them too at 417-336-6979. Again, that's 417-336-6979. It's Best Buy for all your electronic needs. Well, here's hoping you enjoyed the Branson Radio Live programming today. We'll be posting our shows every Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. And because we're not able to go to church like we used to, we're going to throw in some gospel on Sunday every once in a while. So be looking forward to those, and you can reminisce about your favorite entertainers. And bear in mind, some of the entertainers are here but not performing because of the COVID situation, but we'll keep you informed as to who's appearing here and when. Just reach out to me on my email at berkabroadcasting@gmail.com for any questions that you might have, and we'll respond accordingly. And until then, remember that we love you. We want you to come into Branson when it's safe for you to do so, and so we'll keep you posted on the upcoming events here in Branson. So enjoy your day, be safe, and remember, these shows are from 2009 on up, so they're not current day. They're just to reminisce with and just enjoy, and just comfort you and give you a feel good. So thanks for listening. I do hope you enjoy the shows.